What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Salvaje. We're back with another Widowmaker coaching video. So in this video, we're going to be covering two of the biggest, newbiest mistakes that a lot of beginner Widowmakers implement into their gameplay, specifically console Widowmakers, okay? We're going to be focusing on bad and passive positioning. And we're also going to be focusing on the worst aiming habit that you can have as a Widowmaker player, not only on PC, but especially on console. Now, this gameplay that we're going to be breaking down right here, it's a 720p gameplay, and I'm recording in 1080p, so I'm just going to let you guys know and give you guys a heads up. This video might not look too sharp. Remember, guys, if you're going to submit a Widowmaker VOD review for me to review, make sure that it's at least at 1080p so that the video quality can be great for basically anybody who's watching the video. Okay, so we're going to get started from the gameplay that I've seen so far. I watched this VOD about 2 times or so. I can tell that this guy literally just started playing Widowmaker. He didn't just start playing Widowmaker, but he's not really that experienced with Widowmaker, and that's great. Okay, remember, if you guys want me to do a coaching video on your Widow gameplay, make sure that it is a game where you feel like you underperform. Make sure that it is a game where you feel like you didn't really perform too well, or you made a couple of mistakes, or you just want to improve upon those mistakes. All right, if you're beasting throughout the game, listen, I'm not going to do a VOD review on it. All right, we can learn the most on games where you're playing like shit. With that said, I just want to point out, right, look at, whoa, Moira's nailed. Look at this crosshair right here, right? So crosshair, you know, everybody has their own personal preferences, including myself. If it were me, I would close this crosshair just a little bit, because this hole right here is just way too huge. All right, that's what he said. But the point is, you want to make sure that you're closing the crosshairs just a little bit so you can land more headshots and you can know exactly where the head is. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this encounter. He's going to see a McCree, and he's going to be trying to shoot the McCree, but he's going to constantly be moving. That's one of the worst aiming habits that you can have on console, and I know it because I was a console Widowmaker at once, and I played a console Widowmaker within the top 1,000 players on console, alright? But anyways, as you guys can see, he was not able to land any shots in the McCree, and he couldn't do anything against that Hanzo, alright? You know, that was just, I would have taken one more shot and then switched positioning. But that's basically something you couldn't do because of the Hanzo. Look, guys, don't waste your time trying to put your spray everywhere, alright? Like, the pros do it, you know, whatever. It's cool putting your spray everywhere, but be effective, alright? Don't be cool. Because right here, this dude wasted a couple of fucking seconds getting back to the point. And in Overwatch, 2 seconds can be the difference between winning and losing the match, alright, boys? He's going to come back to the same position. Okay, now I just want to point something out. This position is actually pretty good. But remember, guys, with Widowmaker, try to change your positioning as much as you can. And again, man, I'm so sorry that the quality of the video isn't that great. It isn't on my end, it's on WoW's end. That's the person that, you know, submitted the video. So right here, he's going to see this McCree, all right, and he's not going to be able to finish him off. Now, I want to give you guys a tip when it comes down to Roadhog. You always want, as a Widowmaker, right, you want to be paying close attention to your Roadhog, because he's going to be hooking a lot of targets. And every time that your Roadhog hooks the target, you want to aim, you know, somewhere close to Roadhog, so that, of course, you can end up finishing the kill that the Roadhog was going to get. He could have done that there, but, you know, the Roadhog got him first. And right here, we see one of the worst Widowmaker aiming habits again in play. He's going to see the Mercy, but he's going to be moving his left analog stick, or he's going to be moving to the left and the right while also shooting. That's something that you do not want to do with Widowmaker. It's a bad aiming habit. Right there, instead of moving your left stick, which is the one that basically moves you around, okay, you should have been moving your right stick. Basically, all you need to do here is just aim at her head. There's no reason to move from left to right, because you're going to be standing still for about half of a second, and then you're going to jump, and then you're going to move to the left or the right. All right, now half a second can be the half a second that the Hanzo gets you, but for the most part, you know, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna get you, because I don't really see the Hanzo anywhere around there. All right, you need to make sure when you can take the time to take a centered shot and when you cannot take a centered shot. And a centered shot basically means that you're going to take a shot that's accurate. Okay, that's what I mean by centered shot. That right there, you know, he missed his shot on the Mercy the first time. but he would have been able to get it. Now, right here, he's making another fatal and grave mistake. So with Widowmaker, all right, you need to be aware of your team and how your team is performing. So his team isn't really performing that well, and his team is mostly on the right side of the map. So he needs to go to the right side of the map, because right here he's vulnerable. He's vulnerable to the Winston. He's vulnerable to the Hanzo. He's vulnerable to the Mercy that didn't decide to shoot him as well. All right, you guys need to, you know, also be actively thinking if you're safe or not when you're playing Widowmaker, because that Mercy in the enemy team, he could have easily just eliminated him. You guys know what I mean? Right here, they're going to cap this point. But look, this is something that you guys want to be careful, okay? He's going to start breaking these railings. All right, breaking these railings are, you know, something that I do like to do from time to time. But I'm going to give you guys a tip when it comes down to breaking railings. Only break the railings that you're going to use. For example, these back railings here, I would have broken them because that's my escape route. And maybe the front railings. But you don't want to waste a lot of time breaking railings, because look, that Winston came in out of nowhere. And he would have been able to maybe land a couple of shots on the Winston. But guess what? He wasn't able to do that because he wasn't aware of his surroundings. Okay, so don't waste too much time on the environment and focus up on the enemy team. And right there, he's shooting the Tracer, but what is he doing as he's shooting the Tracer? He's moving his left stick. Because this is also going to be, I'm going to focus a lot on the console aspect of this Widowmaker coaching video, because this is a console Widowmaker review. And you know what? This isn't a video where I'm saying, you know, that's why aiming on fucking console Widowmaker, it's harder. Okay, look. It's not a matter of PC or console, okay? Because just as he was moving his left stick, you know, the one that moves the character from left to right and front and backward, you could have been pressing the AWSD keys on PC. This is a habit that Widowmakers have on PC and on console. So this isn't a matter of aiming in console and PC is easier and harder. No, this is a matter of just a bad habit that beginner Widowmakers have. He was able to land the finishing blow on the Tracer, but yet he was still moving. Okay, so right there, he gets the soldier, but he goes for a melee, you know, after he gets the soldier. Now, ideally, you want to go for the melee after you shoot when you're at close ranges. You don't want to do it at long ranges for this reason right here. Right there, he wanted to shoot the Winston, but he meleeed before he shot, and therefore he wasn't able to finish the shot. Now, a very important thing with Widowmaker, you want to stay unpredictable. He has been on this spot 3 times in a row, which means the enemy Winston and probably the enemy team knows that he's going to be standing in this position right here. So remember, guys, with Widow, you always want to be switching positions. You know, not constantly, not every single time, but remember, you want to be unpredictable. All right, right there, he sees the Winston, right? He tries to shoot the Winston, but he can't because he's moving his left stick. He's moving from left to right, and he's also shooting at the same time. And that's making him very unreliable. And his positioning right here also really isn't the greatest. Also, you guys need to know where your healers are at with Widowmaker, specifically your Mercies. And listen, guys, understand, you know, how to use cover with Widow. Like, this guy went to get the health pack when he was at 191. That was obviously, you know, a bad play because he could have just asked his Moira for healing. Look, right here with Widowmaker, you have a grapple hook, right? So just grapple on over here, and then when they are coming to you, you can drop down and basically the Reinhardt can help you out, okay? So be aware of your teammate's position, all right, and make sure that you're paying attention. Right here, the fight is going on over here, right, on this area. And he's all the way back here basically doing nothing. This is why people sometimes say that a lot of Widowmaker players throw. And it's not because they're bad Widowmaker players, right? This guy, I'm pretty sure he could have some really good aim, but he just has these bad habits. And like I said, you know, he's just getting into Widowmaker, so this is completely okay. All right, but look, right there, he's not where the fight is at, right? And with Widow, you want to be where the fight is going to be at. He misses the shots on the Winston because, of course, he keeps moving. Every time that he shoots. He got the McCree, but guess how he got the McCree? He was moving his left stick and also his right stick. But I can guarantee you guys, when you take out those bad habits, you're going to be more effective. Right here, he's playing passively. It's all about positioning. You know, with Widowmaker, again, you want to ask yourself, where is the fight going to take place? Where can I be positioned so that I can, you know, destroy some people that are going to be fighting in the enemy team? And most importantly, where's my escape route, right? He has an escape route here, but he's not where the fight is taking place, and he's not in a position where he can be effective. Okay, and that's something that you need to ask yourself, guys, when you are playing with Widowmaker. You know, something that I would really like with this Widowmaker coaching series is for a player to send me like a follow-up video after a couple of months of taking this Widowmaker coaching tips to see how much his gameplay has improved. Maybe we'll do that in the future. But look, right here, instead of following the Moira orb, he went for the health pack. Okay, so be aware of, you know, the healing orbs. Be aware of what's trying to heal you guys. And this going for this health pack is going to be one of the things that is going to, you know, mess him up a lot in this gameplay. So again, the fight is taking place all the way over here, right? And he's all the way back here. He's not really doing anything, right? Because if he was over here, maybe he could take out a healer. Maybe he could take out a squishy and therefore give your team more time. But he was not able to do that. And remember, guys, I'm not roasting this guy. We're not roasting anyone here. All right, we're just taking a look at what he could have done better. All right, we're taking a look at, you know, what he did wrong that we can learn from so that we can all improve. All right, I've roasted my own gameplay multiple times in this Widowmaker coaching series for the sake of learning. So look, right here, he sees the soldier, right? But again, a critical tip with soldier, if you play around corners and if you play around peeking, he might have been able to take out the soldier, but he went back, you know, to get the healing pack. Okay, which I guess you could say was smart. Let's say it was smart though, right? It's all about positioning. So he's gonna come over here and get this healing pack. All right, again, playing very passively with his positioning, and he's not gonna be able to be effective because look, basically the entire team just took over the point, and yet he missed a couple of shots because he was moving and shooting at the same time. He was using that left stick a lot. Console players, listen up, all right, because this is something that I had to learn the hard way. You guys want to make sure that when you are going to shoot a shot with Widowmaker, when you're going to shoot your bullet with Widow on console, stay away from the left stick and put all of your attention on the right stick. And then after you shoot, then you need to focus on moving. But that is pretty much it for this Widowmaker coaching video. Again, guys, if you're gonna send a VOD review, make sure that it's 1080p so the quality isn't as bad on the VOD review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned a lot from it, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next Widowmaker coaching video. Peace out, and I hope you guys enjoyed.